All right, peace to everyone in the building. It's your brother, oh God, with the Wake Up Morning Show today, every day at 10 a.m. We're going to go over the news that you actually missed last night while you were sleeping. You see the thumbnail, you see Will Smith on the thumbnail. And actually, right? So last night, a lot of the actual internet blogs started covering the story from Tasha K, where she had someone who used to work with Will Smith. Supposedly his ex assistant was on there, and he talked about pretty much him catching Dwayne Martin having you know what with Will Smith. Now I got the small clip uploaded today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about R. Kelly suing Tasha K and the government, and we're going to talk about Caesar Pina suing Tony the Closer for $10 million. So stay locked in. And we got a nice show lined up for you today. I won't be long, but I will indeed be strong. So let's get into the first clip right here. Let's get into the first clip and we'll definitely talk about this, right? So here we go.
Dwayne dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was.
So let me finish playing that, right? Let's just take a second to digest that. Let's play it again.
In there.
Okay.
Let's play it one more time.
Door to Dwayne dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Murder, she wrote, I guess. Murder, she wrote.
Okay.
I guess.
What
now,
did you do?
So that is by way of Tasha K, her program. You know, she's known for those type of interviews, right? Very fiery, very, expose type interviews. And I don't know what to say about that, honestly. I can say that there's been a lot of rumors about Will Smith, unfounded over the last couple of years, like supposedly, allegedly, that is the known thing in supposedly Hollywood. That's what Will Smith does. But I'm not trying to put no spun on his name. That's what happened on their program. That's what they talked about. So we'll leave it there with that. But nevertheless, crazy situation. I'm sure the full interview may be out right now. I'm not sure, but go check out Tasha K's channel to get the full No Hose Barn interview. But every day, check in with us at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I'm going to try to bring you this program to just go over some things that went down in the news last night while you were sleeping. So I want to talk about the next story real quick, right? I want to talk about the next story, and feel free if you want to come into the live stream, you know what I mean? Or you want to leave a comment, leave a super chat. I'll read your comment. If you want to come in, to the stream, let me know, and I'll send you the link if you want to talk, be brief, and all that good stuff. But let me know what you think in the comment section. The people that's going to watch this later, whether you're watching on the live stream, whether you watch it later, next year, 2-3 years from now, leave a comment below. Always make sure also that you hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored, hence the word being uncensored. All right, so next story, right? I woke up in the middle of the night and I seen that Caesar Pina, who was the partner at one point of DJ Envy, and they had a real estate seminar. I actually went to one of the seminars maybe 3-4 years ago, and I thought it was pretty decent information at the time. I didn't think that it was bad information, obviously, but nevertheless, it was information. And at one point, I was going to jump into real estate. I had the money. I was going to buy a property, but somebody convinced me not to, and of course, I definitely regret that decision, because look at the prices now. Look at the prices. Like, I don't know where you live at. When I live at, the prices have definitely went up. No, Henry James put Hollywood is nasty and quiet as kept. We kind of knew what Will was in. Will was into men. So going back to the last story again, we kind of heard that. We kind of heard that, back and forth, but never was really confirmed. So again, don't want to put smut on his name. Guess it's kind of too late. But nah, shout out to Will Smith, shout out to Philly and all that good stuff. But again, back to the other story. Back to the other story. Like, again, you want to get a comment on the screen, as long as you're not disrespectful, I will post it on the screen while I'm going through this live. Join us every day, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. for the wake up show. Hope everything looks good. Hope you can hear me good. I don't see no moderators in here yet. They're probably working and whatnot. But nevertheless, I want to move on to the next story and continue down the progress of the stories that I have lined up today. So, Caesar Pina, DJ Envy, found out maybe 3 weeks ago that Caesar Pina was actually arrested by the feds. Now, this is an individual that we had on the show through a mutual friend, got him on the show, did an interview still up, didn't take the interview down. I think at a point in time, and again, I don't know about the allegations against him, but I think at a point in time, the information was legit. I just think what happens is that in some instances, right, and I'm not giving him no outs or nobody no outs. If you don't have the processes and systems set up in place, right, you can get lost in the scuffle of business, right? If you're collecting all this money, you don't have things in place, and there's no excuse, right? But let's say you're selling products, right? And I'm selling whatever, I'm selling cell phones. And I got maybe 50 cell phones to sell, but I get an order of 10,000 cell phones. If I don't have something in place to be able to move those phones out expeditiously or put them on back order, whatever the case may be, people are going to start calling me a scammer a month or two into it. Like, where's my money at? And I'm not saying this is the same thing that happened with Caesar, but nevertheless, right? Tony the Closer, who I was watching some of his live this morning, and I took a portion of it that I'm going to play. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to play it. So if you have any objection with it, you know how to reach me, Tony the Closer. But I just want to play a portion of what you were going over the lawsuit today, and then I want to kind of talk about it, because one thing you said in your live stream, and you said that you called out a couple people, and again, we know that people never want to mention our name, don't want to give us no recognition or anything. That's fine. I don't care. Well, actually, I do kind of care, right? Because we sat back and we talked about times where Shade Room just want to play the audio. Was I muted? I wasn't muted the whole time, was I? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Was I muted the whole time, y'all? How long was I muted? If that's the case, I gotta restart. Empty this. How long was I muted? Somebody let me know in the comment section, please. So I was muted the whole time. Dang. All right. All right. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna restart this. I'm gonna delete this. So I was only muted for 30 seconds. Only for 30 seconds. If it's 30 seconds, I'll keep them on. So I was only muted for 30 seconds. Hold up. 26 plus. Oh, damn, that was a minute ago. That was kind of a minute ago. I got no way of going back and watching. Go for about a minute. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. All right, so that's 30 seconds to a minute. All right, 30 seconds to a minute. We'll proceed on. Even though that was some valuable information. I appreciate y'all. King Block, job only. I rock my natural. Donnie ZTV. That's what's up, right? So again, we were one of the platforms that were talking about it, but again, it's never popular, you know, for people to say our name, right? It's not, you know. We can have people that come on an interview and do millions of views and they just won't repost it for whatever reason. I don't get it. Maybe it don't look as aesthetically pleasing to some of the other platforms. You know, I understand, right? But we know doing the best that we can over here, right? All right, so I want to play this audio, um, brief audio of Tony the Close. And if I get news while I'm here, I'll definitely cover it and probably edit it and redrop it just a little bit later on. Also, Andre 3000 is dropping an album Friday. Pretty excited about that as well. So let's jump in to this. Again, I'm just going to play the audio. I know sometimes people don't like you using their video. Y'all should be bigger than that to hate the truth. Yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, but hey, man, I can't complain. I had a lot of success. Still having a lot of success. Um, and able to share my success with people. So that's the greatest thing about it. All right, not that we didn't have any setbacks. All right, here's what I got earlier. Let's play this. And by the way, this is Tony the Closer's YouTube page, so go check his whole video out. It's called Exposing the Facts. DJ Envy's Posse scheme leads to $10 million lawsuit. So he woke up today that, good morning, Elaine, good morning, job only, right? That Caesar Pina is actually suing Tony the Closer for $10 million, as well as DJ Envy suing him. Let's just play this here. I know you don't see this in the title, but nevertheless, it's here.
All right, so check this thing out, guys. I mean, you want to talk about, you just want to talk about crazy shit, man. So today, Caesar Pina and Jennifer Pina filed a lawsuit in Bergen County. And check this out. This is getting this shit started, man. Like, first off, we got to, presented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
That's that law and order stuff. No copyright.
Yeah, we got to drop that law and order on these dudes today, man. So let's get to it, man. All right. So, and real quick, while you guys are in here, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Smash the thumbs up if you're here in the chat, man. And I just want to make sure you guys understand this thing is 100% me giving game and exposing these guys for free. So yeah, I'm selling shit now. We got t-shirts. Go to TonyTheCloser.com. Oh, I hate scammers a lot hats. Go to TonyTheCloser.com. Make sure that you go get your merch, get your gear, because it's important to support me as I have to fend off frivolous lawsuits against scammers, okay? So go to TonyTheCloser.com and make sure you check this out. So let's get into the lawsuit. All right. So this shit is crazy. And I just...
I'm just going to play a portion.
Think about this for a second, guys. These people are crazy. He's not... I gotta laugh at this shit because, okay, look at who he's suing. He's suing me. He's suing Tony the Closer LLC. He's suing I Close Deals LLC. He's suing Rona Proof LLC. He's suing Real Estate Rico LLC. He's suing Nicole Linnell LLC. How the fuck are you suing Nicole? This nigga put Nicole on. Nicole ain't said one word about you. Ain't never mentioned you a day in her life. You just out here just trying anything and everything. Instead of paying these people their money, you decide to play with people's hard-earned money and play in their face. And this is what I really take this as, because if you think about what's taking place right here, is he's not taking the people who are actually suing him legitimately seriously. He's actually out here just trying to do shit. Okay. All right. So let's let's go through here a little bit. Obviously, you can see the complaint. Let me scroll past this a little bit. So you can see names, et cetera, preliminary statement. In this action, defendants knowingly and intentionally, individually and collectively, have uttered false, slanders, and defamatory statements about the plaintiffs, which have and continue to severely damage plaintiffs. defendants have engaged in this wrongful conduct for the purpose of defaming the plaintiffs, interfering with the plaintiff's prospective economic advantage, and interfering with the contracts entered by plaintiffs. As a result of the torturous conduct engaged in by the defendants collectively and individually, plaintiffs have suffered a loss of reputation, compensated, and punitive damages in amount to be determined at trial. Furthermore, as a result of the conduct engaged by the defendants individually and collectively have been generating sales of their own products, increasing traffic on various social media sites operated by defendant Anthony Robinson and his associates for the personal gain of Anthony Robinson and his associates, LLCs under his control, and limited liability companies under the control of his partner, Nicole Linnell, operating as Nicole Linnell.
All right, so let's just stop it there because you gotta get the gist of it. Again, this news broke overnight with numerous outlets talking about the fact that Cesar Pina was going after a Grand Rising Shantae, right? Tony the Closer for $10 million, as well as DJ Envy. Now, that's a situation I would not want to be in. I don't care if I had $20 million. I don't want to be in a situation where you have to, pay lawyers probably hundreds of thousands of dollars if you even have it, right? Let's just say $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on a low end. That's what it's going to cost you, especially once it goes to trial. They're licking their chops. Unless you can find a lawyer that's going to do it for a flat fee. But once they say, oh, we'll give me 20,000 and we'll bill against that, they're taking all that 20. But then they're going to come back and say, look, we need 5, 10, 20. They're going to keep billing you. You got some unscrupulous lawyers. I've dealt with them all. Unscrupulous lawyers, unscrupulous tax accountants. I've dealt with them all. Also dealt with some real good ones. So shout out to real good ones out there as well. But it's a situation you just don't want to be in, man. And I get it because I see what Tony the Closer is doing, and it's needed. And all the other brothers. Shout out to Pocket Watcher, Common Sense, Eli. What those brothers is doing is needed because people don't really want to do that. Because when you get into that type of arena, you put a lot of stuff on the line, a lot, right? Somebody put, I don't believe anything Envy is saying. I mean, you kind of understand Envy is not, he's not going to, first of all, I'm sure he has great attorneys. I'm sure all these brothers got great attorneys because they all, I think, millionaires are close to millionaires. So you better get a good attorney, right? Envy is not certain things, even if he knows, right now is just not the time to say it to the public, right? I don't believe him in certain instances either. I don't. But there's just certain things, it's like, it's not a fight on social media. It's a courtroom fight. It's a interrogatory fight. It's a discovery fight. When you see what comes out in discovery, they show you all the information they got, and you could dispute it and all. So that's what fight this is. Forget the social media stuff. Forget all of that. Forget all of that, right? Cinematic put, like, bro, you bragging about all this money, but you don't know where it's coming from. You're right. I don't know where the money's coming from. But nevertheless, I'm not bragging about his money. I'm just saying, in a sense, that these brothers have the money to get attorneys. Regular people might not have money to fight something like this, right? Even when Cardi B went after Tasha K had the means to at least pay the lawyers to try to fight it. She lost, but the means. Now, it could be some blogger sitting in the house that ain't got $100 to his name that's talking trash. They probably won't get sued because they don't have any assets to go after. But if they do get sued, they're going to be in the world of you know what, because they don't have the means to fight. This, you can't just sweep this under the rug or ignore it. Nah, you got to go to court and actually fight something like this. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to get a default judgment. Next thing you know, if they're aggressive enough, they're going to start going after your bank accounts. You got cars, you got jewelry, you got gold teeth, properties. They're going to start attaching liens to that and starting to actively come after that. So this is how deep this gets, when you're talking about stuff like this. Now, Donnie TV says DJ Envy acted dumb. He knew. Of course, I think he knew. I think he knew certain things. But back to the Tony the Closer situation, because a lot of people don't know, right? If you check my archive, you check my history, a glass of water, drink of water, right? I started out calling people out. Now you probably can't find a lot of videos. A lot of them have been scrubbed, deleted, channels deleted, but I understand because people that know me know that I was calling out people years ago, people that's locked up now for scamming, and not nothing that I wanted to do. It was a point in time where the platform that I was on, the platform that was created, right? People would come to us because other platforms would not cover it. And it's nowhere near on the Shade Room. I don't think it was even around then. Ball Alert, none of these things were around, and I didn't know of them at the time. It was Blog Talk Radio transitioning on to YouTube. That's what it was, right? And people just would not, because what happens is, right, even in the hip hop, it's the same thing. It's relationships, it's friends, it's interests. So you may want to get on the Breakfast Club one day. You might want to have EJ Envy shout you out or talk about you, whatever the case may be. You might be friends with them, so you ain't gonna talk about them. And I don't agree with it. But that's what it is. Some of the platforms that they never. The only time like Shade Room, Ball Alert, whatever these platforms started covering it early on, it was DJ Envy sues this person. DJ Envy denies this. But anytime it was the other side going at Envy and Envy this or Caesar this, they didn't cover it. But now, so shout out to Tony the Closer for at least pushing the envelope, for them to actually cover the situation. But people think that, and I don't know, what his motives are and whatnot, right? But people think that when you're doing something like this, that it's glitz and glamour. Nah, you're going to get a lot of people threatening you, a lot of people trying to flag you, a lot of people trying to sue you. Hence, so that's why I think things get kind of crazy, but it was needed. It was needed, and I'm glad that it was done. Again, right? This is something that's going to be played out in court. As much as we want things to be played out on social media and us to see it in front of our face, it's going to play out in court, and it's probably not going to play out until 2-3 years from now. You got one side, you got the civil side, right? Then you got the criminal side, which is a whole nother thing. So you just got to be patient with situations like this. I don't have a dog in a race, right? I don't really care what happens. I'm just going to talk about it and cover it because we, again, had dealings, no business dealings, but we had Caesar on, wanted to get Envy on the platform, supported, these brothers' endeavors as far as, car shows, seminars, because we thought it was dope, just like a lot of other people thought it was dope. But with that, what DJ Envy did, right, is he exposed Caesar Pina and his wife and his business to millions of people through the radio, through seminar. That's why it's hard for me to say, all right, you ain't know nothing that was going on. So that's my stance on it. That is what it is. That's all I kind of got today. I don't want to go past 30 minutes. I'm not at 30 minutes yet. I don't want to go past 30 minutes. The other topic that I want to talk about real quick, because I'm done with that one, is R. Kelly. Now, I actually dropped a video last night on this channel right here. It was R. Kelly suing the federal government and suing Tasha K for leaking some information about him. Again, I don't care. Like in business, you're probably going to get some type of a lawsuit. I'll concede to that. But it's never cool. It's never fun. It's never glitz. It's never glamour. It's never it's like it's pain. It's spending money on lawyers. You don't want to go through stuff like that, man. So I hear you. Jason Reels Network, you should have been in the memes. Yeah, I mean, still happens. Sometimes in this game, you have lifestyle changes, different type of things. But we definitely will, get there. But I want to encourage everybody real quick to make sure that you smash the like button real quick. Smash the like button, and make sure you share this video if you get an opportunity, and subscribe to the channel. Most people are probably already subscribed to the channel, but if you come across this video later, make sure you lock in make sure you subscribe because definitely going to be going live more and more here on the channel because the last season I was actually coaching football. So that took a lot of my time. So I wasn't able to, divulge as much time as I wanted to actually building a channel, content creation. Because that takes a lot of time. But now I got nothing but time all day, all night to continue to give you guys content and stay up with what's going on, in hip hop and things all over hip hop. So that is what it is, man. I'm gonna do a quick sweep real quick before I get out of here because I don't want to miss nothing. Definitely don't not want to miss nothing. If something just happened, I want to cover it with you guys real quick. Also, real quick, man. I want to give a shout out. Bill Cosby. Oh boy. I was to say Bill Cosby several SA lawsuits has comedian in financial turmoil. Oh, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Financial turmoil. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, so here's what I wanted to talk about. Here's what I wanted to talk about real quick. Andre 3000 releasing the album this Friday. We did the video talking about my son. I was going to break that down, but I'm not going to keep going into that. We talked about that last night as far as the D1 situation and calling out rappers for the lyrical content. And again, that's a subject we'll talk about later. We got a dope interview coming up later. I'm in the studio now, but we'll be in later this evening as well to do a powerful interview about a principal in Chicago. So that's gonna be dope. Stay tuned tonight. The interview will probably be getting uploaded. Got a lot of other interviews that we're getting back into. I know we kind of, lack of a better word, fell off from doing the interviews and whatnot. Again, a lot of lifestyle changes, a lot of changes going on, a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people don't see. But we're getting back to it. So this is the season now to stay locked in with us. And yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all listening. It's your brother O God Man, Hip Hop News Uncensored. I had one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I guess I'll save it for the next time in the next show. Go Eagles. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good day. Peace. I'm back. I end the stream. I'm end it now though. I left the stream, but I'll end the stream. So long as it's been so long since I've been doing this. All right, y'all. Peace.